Welcome to this demo of ONS's Explore Local Statistics service. We have developed this service to help users find, visualize, compare, and download local statistics in one place. The Explore Local Statistics service is an evolution of the Subnational Indicators Explorer, which was first launched in 2022 following the GSS Subnational Data Strategy. I will start this demo by talking about navigation. The Explore Local Statistics homepage provides users with two options. You can search for an area by typing in the Find an Area box, or you can browse the different indicators available group by topic. For example, I will type in Manchester and click to select this area. This takes me to the start of the Manchester area journey. If I scroll down this page, I can see a variety of products that are available to look at data for Manchester. I also have this blue tile on the right. When I click on the Explore Local Indicators button, this takes me to the data-rich page, providing me with a default view of the data available for the area I have selected and the functionality I need to view and create different data visualizations. The indicators are presented vertically and are grouped by topic. Here we can see Manchester health and well-being data. For each indicator, we have two data visualization elements. The first on the left shows a distribution of areas using the median absolute deviation. Each circle represents a local authority. Areas with low values are on the left, and areas with high values are on the right. Manchester is then represented by this blue circle. And I also have a comparison, in this case, the median of all local authorities available in the distribution in purple. If I want to change the comparator, I can navigate up to the change area, open up the primary comparison area, and select, for example, Northwest. Similarly, I can change which other areas are showing in the related area group. So, for example, I can limit it just to local authorities in the Northwest, or I can select demographically similar local authorities. On the right-hand side, we have the line chart, and the label indicates the absolute change for Manchester over the time period. I can click on the chart options and tick the box to show the confidence intervals. If confidence intervals are available for the indicator I'm looking at, these become visible to me both on the bees warm chart and on the line chart. I can now get a better idea of the uncertainty of the data. The final thing to note on this section, that I can click on these info buttons to view the methodology and the metadata for each indicator, which helps me understand how an indicator is measured and how it should be interpreted. In the Select an Indicator section, I can dive deeper into the data on a specific data set for the area I have selected. For example, I can select gross median weekly pay, and I can choose to view this data on a time series, a bar chart, or a map, depending what's most appropriate for me. I can also customize what comparison areas I choose for comparing to Manchester. So if I click on the change area, I can reduce the number of bars by selecting all other local authorities in the Northwest. I can also select some additional areas, particularly Manchester Combined Authority and some other local authorities in the Northwest, such as Bolton, Bury, and Oldham. I can click on the chart options and tick to show the confidence intervals. and then I can hover over these lines to see which areas they refer to. I can also download the image of the chart or the map, download the data to a CSV, or embed the code using the Use and Share buttons at the bottom of each chart. In the Similar Area section, I can see which areas are statistically similar to Manchester based on specific groups of indicators. I can read the description of the cluster at the bottom of the map. And in the Get Data section, I can download all available indicators for all areas in one accompanying data set. The second journey I want to talk about today is the indicator-oriented journey. I enter this journey by navigating back to the home page and then clicking on Explore Indicators and selecting, for example, gross median weekly pay. On this page, I can switch and view the data on the map at different geography levels. For example, I can select countries and regions. I can also click on the change area and choose a few areas I want to explore gross median weekly pay data for, such as the Northwest, West Midlands, and East of England. If I scroll down, I can see the areas I've selected on a line chart and on a bar chart. I can reduce the number of lines or bars on the chart by selecting all regions in the other areas. I can also select the confidence interval in the options. Any methodological notes about the data are captured in the interpretation section of the service. This ensures transparency and helps users understand the context, limitations, and appropriate use of the data. Accessibility has been a priority from the outset. Charts were built with automatically generated alt text to support the hundreds of visuals that are updated regularly. Following an assessment by the Digital Accessibility Centre in November 2024, we continue to enhance the service based on their recommendations to ensure an even more inclusive experience. Thank you very much for your attention. It's now your turn to dive into our Explore Local Statistics service on www.ons.gov.uk/explore-local-statistics.